love this shade so much. That's what, I think I just put it all over my face. Did I put it all over my face? I think I did. I put it all over my eye. Chingada madre. I'm making a mess with this. Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be going over my monthly favorites for the month of March. I know it's a little bit late. It's up a little bit late, but better late than never, right? So these are items that I have been reaching for a ton during the month of March, or that I discovered and really loved during the month of March. So let's jump right into it and get started with our first product. First one up for today is the Super Goop Unseen Sunscreen. This provides you with an SPF of 40. I love this so much. I keep one in my purse and I keep one, of course, next to my skincare over in the bathroom. The thing that I love the most about the sunscreen is that it is completely transparent. It is clear, it goes on clear, it stays clear. It doesn't leave you with that white cast. It also wears so nicely underneath foundation. It's super lightweight on the skin. It doesn't have any fragrance. It is cruelty-free. It is vegan. It has been my go-to sunscreen for the entire month of March. Next, let's talk about the brows. I really love my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. That one I reach for a lot, but lately I've been reaching for this little gem. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo. This one is in the shade medium brown. Looks like this. I like that it's a duo. I like that it's a deeper shade and a lighter shade in order to give your brows some dimension so that they don't look as boxy. What I love to do is I love to apply the deeper shade along like the bottom half of my brow, and then the lighter shade here along the inside, and of course along the top, in order to shape but not box it in, because that's just not the look that I'm personally going for. And it pairs so well with the brow wax. This is the Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I loved this, and I've been using it with the duo powder, and it's just like match made in heaven. Love it. Next up, mascara. This is the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. Now, if you love the original formula, you are going to absolutely love this formula right here. It gives your lashes such length, such volume. They stay put. It stays put. It does not, at least I haven't noticed it underneath my eye area whenever I've worn this, because this isn't a waterproof formula, but I haven't noticed any smudging. I haven't noticed any flaking, none of that. Ever since they sent this to me, I've been using it nonstop with every single eye look. It is what I have on the lashes right now, and look. I loved it. I love this mascara. Next up, the Milani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. They have two different ones. One is meant for light to medium complexions. The next is meant for medium to deep complexions. This one is the light to medium. They give you a beautiful bronze shade highlighter, two matte eyeshadows, one shimmer, a baked blush, and a regular blush. This is truly like a one and done for me, especially because it is so compact. You pretty much have everything you're going to need right here. And it comes with a mirror, which is always a bonus. I have this one here along the outer V. I have this pink one here along the crease. I have a combination of the highlight shade and this shimmer right in the middle that's meant to be an eyeshadow. I have a combination of that here along the inner part of the mobile lid area. And I have the blush on the cheeks, the bronzer along here. I'm telling you, it's just so compact. One and done. The formula is actually really nice. The eyeshadows blend in so effortlessly. They blend into one another, and I just can't get enough of this. The only thing that I was like, is that they don't have a cool tone contouring shade. That's kind of the only thing that's missing from here. I would gladly replace this pink blush with a nice cool tone, like contouring shade, but it's still a great palette. I really, really like it. All right, next up, these Flower Beauty Petal Play Quads. This one is in the shade Black Iris, and this one is Berry More. She also has two additional quads, which I haven't purchased yet, but I do plan on doing because these are amazing. The formula is just so pigmented. You are able to blend it out effortlessly. The shimmers in here, they feel so nice and buttery. They also have this nice grip to them, and they look so beautiful along the lid. If you watched my Flower Beauty, like my full face of Flower Beauty video, then you know how much I ended up loving these. I mean, look at this shimmer. This is from the Black Iris palette. I'm using this one here, and then look at this one here. so pigmented, and like I said, they're just super buttery, they're super soft, they stay on the lids, they look beautiful. I combined these two, and I combine these two kind of all the time. Sometimes I'm feeling a little bit more like cool tone, so I'll just use this one. Sometimes a little bit more warm, but these also go great together. And yeah, it's just, you get such great quality in such a small little package. I do wish that instead of like this, there was a little mirror, because I feel like this would be a perfect like on the go eyeshadow palette, because you have kind of everything that you're going to need, right? You have like deeper shades, you have your shimmers all in one. So the only thing they're missing is a mirror, but the formula is just, it's really good. It's really, really good. Next up, the NYX Total Control Pro Drop Foundation. I mixed these two shades in order to get the perfect match. This one's in the shade Nude, and this one is in the shade Medium Olive. I love this foundation so much. It is so lightweight. When you're applying it, it truly feels like nothing is going on the skin, because it is so lightweight. It's not heavy, it doesn't feel wet. It just feels like nothing at all. Almost like a powder foundation in like liquid form, if that makes sense. So it feels like a powder, but it is definitely a liquid. You can customize the coverage. You can make it anywhere from sheer to full coverage just by adding a few more drops. Don't overdo it. Definitely don't overdo it, because that's something that I feel like I almost did a couple of times, because I'm being completely serious when I say that as you're applying it, it feels like you're not doing anything. At some points, I have like questioned myself, like, did I even grab it? Because it just doesn't feel like anything on the skin. They're clean, they're vegan, and for what you're getting, the price point is perfection. Another foundation that I've been reaching for whenever I'm in the mood for full coverage, like luminous full coverage, but make it matte, it's this one right here. The formula is just so good because it is a matte foundation with a luminous finish, or it's a luminous look. It's a matte foundation, matte finish, luminous look. Full coverage, so you're not going to get like the nice sheer medium. If you're into that, then this is probably not going to be for you. But if you're into more of a full coverage look, but you don't, and you like the luminous look, but you don't want the luminous feel, this one, I would highly, highly recommend this one. I chose the shade Toasted Coconut when I was reviewing it, and it suits my complexion perfectly. I find that a little goes a long way, especially since it is full coverage. So again, don't overdo it by applying too much. You get a really beautiful matte finish, but it looks luminous, and it makes the skin glow. It looks like perfection. It lasts all day, and it just wears so beautifully. I really loved this foundation during the month of March. Next, concealers. This is the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape from Tarte. You guys know how much I love the original formula. Ever since I reviewed it years back, it has stayed in my top 5 all-time favorite concealer right here. However, it is matte, and some days, depending on what my skin is doing, it can look a little bit too dry under the eyes. And on those days, I'll opt out of wearing this one, and I'll typically reach for a different concealer, a more hydrating concealer. So when I saw that they were releasing the Ultra Creamy, I was really excited. I really love the coverage. I really love the way that it looks underneath the eyes. It does provide that little hydration, that little needed hydration, but without it being too slick or settling into fine lines, too heavy, or just moving around. That's one thing I hate about hydrating concealers, is that for the most part, they don't stay in place. They really like to glide around underneath the eye. This one does not do that. Now, I have worn these next to one another, so I've compared these formulas side by side. The only thing that I found at the end of that day is that the original formula does provide you with a little bit more coverage, but not enough to truly make a difference. So even though it does provide a tiny bit more coverage, it's not by much. Now, if you've never tried either one of these formulas, or maybe you have this one and you like it, but yeah, you find it a little bit too dry and you want to try this one, but you're not really sure what shade or whether or not to commit to the full bottle or the full tube, they do offer these little travel size guys, both on the Tarte Cosmetics website and also on Ulta. They're $10 each, and last I checked, Tarte Cosmetics was still shipping these out for free. So if you want to try the matte formula, the Ultra Creamy formula, and you don't want to commit, just grab one of these. One thing that I will add is, if you own the original Shape Tape formula and you like the shade, but you want to give the Ultra Creamy a try, don't order the same shade, because this one is lighter than this one. So I usually use Medium Honey in the original formula, and that's why I ordered Medium Honey in the Ultra Creamy, but this one is too light, just a little bit too light. So here are the swatches side by side, just so that you know what I'm talking about. This is the original Shape Tape in Medium Honey, and this is the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape in Medium Honey. Very obvious, right? They're very different. So what I've been doing instead is I mix my Medium Honey shade that I have here with the Ultra Creamy formula into a little bit of this Tan Deep Honey shade, and together they make my original Shape Tape shade. Other than that, it's a great formula and it's nice and hydrating underneath the eyes. And last on my list is this NARS liquid lipstick. This is the Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade Get It On. It is what I have on my lips right now. It looks like that. It is described as being a tan rose color, which I definitely have to agree. I love wearing this, and this goes with so many different eye looks. It's more like a nudie pink to me, or it is on my complexion, I feel, and it's really hard for me to find nice nude lip colors, lip shades. A lot of the ones that I've tried, they just don't look right. And so when I run into a shade that I really love, that I find flattering, and that it is a true nude, I hold on to it and I wear it all the time. This is what I've been wearing a lot of lately, especially because it is a matte liquid lipstick. It's nice, it's light, it doesn't transfer, it's long lasting. I love everything about this formula. I'm definitely gonna be ordering a few more shades. So that wraps up my monthly favorites for the month of March. Make sure you leave your favorites down in the comments section below. I love to hear about what you guys are loving, what you'd like me to test out, what you've tried that you think I would like. It just truly does help me discover new products that I wouldn't have thought to purchase otherwise. So make sure you leave me your monthly favorites down in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.